Actually, yeah. Yeah, welcome back. So I took a short break, I had to take a break, not yesterday, so you're just doing it for a very, very long time, and I don't know how long you've been listening or been engaging with me, so it would have been great if you called. If I had a live studio audience, it would have been better. But I don't know what you're lagged out, so yeah. So I just took a break, yeah, now. Alright, next part is fatherhood crisis in SA. So do we have a fatherhood crisis? Let me try this one a bit.
A lot.
Do we really have a fatherless crisis in SA? And the answer to the question is yes. I had to I had to try that one, the deep voice, because fatherhood crisis in SA, we have that. So here's my fact. Let me just read my fact for you quickly. 60% of children grow up without fathers in SA. Link between absent fathers and crime, corner. Now you do understand why boys are like, they need a role model. How boys without male guidance join gangs. What? That is the consequence of not having active male role models, especially fathers. This is just my 2-cent opinion. If you have a child, regardless of regardless of this person, you like that person or you love, just be a responsible dad. Be there. I know people tend to get irresponsible sometimes, but if you don't, you're just breeding a criminal into society. Just be there for your child, be active, and try by all means to be an active dad. The last thing we need is a culture of, or a continuation of a culture of deadbeat dads. I think how many generations is I think 3 to 4 generations, call my deadbeat dad. I've heard of my aunt talking about it. You can tell it's a norm to them. Even if I do, it's fine. I don't need to be actively be there. Because I think it's based on what's called without an active father. Because that's very normal. My father, even my grandfather was not active in my dad's life. So it's not. It's not because, like I said, especially boys, I would say, they learn through example, not what they hear or what they learn. So if they have a right role model, you get to see, oh, this is how you act, oh, I see that role model, then okay, this is how you behave. Because that relationship that you usually see, father and son, but you don't know how it goes. Okay, I promise to talk about Snati. Soccer. I think everyone loves football or something you can bond about, doing my activities. So, but in table is that be active, be an example. Like especially if you, like I said, if you are a parent or father, you cannot be doing irregular things, stupid behavior. Because now you have to think, as a child, now I cannot be doing this. Yeah, back in the day, we used to, it was fun, because no one was looking up to me. But now, I have a little one, I'm that person's hero. So always consider that when you start doing stupid things, and remember you're an adult. Yeah, like what? So yeah, man, like I said. Okay, now my question that is, why do men run that? One of the answer that's good. Alright? What's up?
I think sometimes
I'll be mine.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine, you can keep this part in so. From Kulumala, okay. From Kulumala. But it's fine, you can talk.
Yeah, answering that question. I think sometimes.
It's good. No, it's fine. If you answer the question, it's good.
I think men sometimes do run because of maybe now they're already and people are not maybe a father figure, and then a lot of factors make men to run and be scared. And another thing, I've actually much support from the family members and the community. Instead of battle support, but of full pressure in order not knowing exactly what happened. But if it's a girl, it becomes something different. But people do forget with men, they also when they break the foot, they get hurt. They get hurt.
So what you're saying, Guti, men that have children should not be accountable for those children because of their hurt and their lack of community and any support, and they also should blame their past experience. So would say, hey, nobody was there for me, so I will do the same to this generation.
Not really. Remember where you come from literally determines where you're going. If you grew up without a father figure, obviously you don't have a father figure. You don't know who by father figure means. Then you find yourself in a very, very awkward situation. When are you going to be a father? How can you father someone not when I was able to be a father? But I'm not saying I'm condoning that. But they also need support, That's what I'm saying. Supporting from the mother, more support, there's more baby. You know, we are in this together. Prepare fight really to that's really to instead of Mungo says. Like I said, we're gonna keep that feelings. We are tata, we are meant to slay some bonds. Right? Uponto mayambona strategy zokusilekisa singabonto le nto lelizwenzayo isilonda isilonda esizwenzayo esizwenza ukuthi wena naye ningasazi because of wena uthatha indaba wezitshela ibhalisa but man na from what I've seen ukuthi akashona ba sensitive.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Sure.
Now, yeah, what I took from there is that when you have a baby, just choose the right partner. That is very important. But yeah, it's an issue. They are valid, and men also have emotions, care, mental state. You know, so we're not just machine or machine. We do care, we do have emotions, and that also affects, especially this thing of denying the father the right to see their child. It also it does do a lot of damage emotionally and mentally. So you might think, oh no, he didn't do this, but yeah, I also think of that as well. And then it also contributes to the why fathers are, etc. Some, yeah, but some are my responsibility. Choose the right partner to have a child. There's one you like, and then there's also the other one who will make a great co-parent if relationship is nice. But you know, even if this relationship does not work out, you know, okay, even if it doesn't, I know what's in the nice number and co-parent. So maybe this year also, yeah. But yeah. What was it? So holding fathers accountable legally. I presume most people have seen online there was a story whereby father went to court and had the mother arrested for denying him access to their child. So, like I said, I feel like men should start doing that because you have a legal right to your child. Not because it cannot always be about, hey, I only see my child if I have money only. With this economy, it's hard. And you do love it, you just want to spend some time with your child. And some obviously a child or a father can hold their father accountable, in 10 years, and so forth, and there's level. Oh yeah, another thing, just to add, I think you know this by the way, but did you know that our birth certificate, if the mother signs, it's okay, this is my child, and the dad signs, even if that's like Singania, let's say Bambi you don't know, right? A sign legally that is your child, you have to pay maintenance, even if you know until you can prove it otherwise, even if that's your over, so you can continue, because on the paper you did say this is your agreement, like it's a contract or something, this is your child, so we have a woman. So even if you do find out, yeah, you will continue to pay. So my son birth certificate, just make sure, because the moment you sign, that is your child legally, even if biologically you have an obligation to take care of the child, because it agreed on paper. So that's something you should learn now. Yeah, so okay. What's your pressure? Well, look, I'm hoping that if you've made it this far with throwing this Ubuntu and Law podcast, there's some healing to it, like it does expand or broaden your horizon to certain matters and things, and feel free to comment below. I like to read, by the way, so probably I will read. Not probably, they most definitely I might read. And who knows, maybe I will pass some an idea for the next episode. So hopefully, I'm not speaking to only South Africans, I'm speaking to all Africans as well. Umuntu ngabantu. So I was going to say Lesotho, mutu ki mutu kabantu. I thought I was going to miss that one. So that is also a huge step. So in closing this part, a fatherless boy becomes a man trying to raise himself. So think about it. Look, if you're a teenager and you know you need guidance, feel free. I think the Economy Organization and mentorship programs just for we idle mind. I understand school as card is not enough, but take the initiative. Like now we live in a time where information is fast and I paid, not back in the day, like you live in this copy community, you don't know there's more out there, so you assume this is the world of surviving. You just go on the internet, you look, mentorship, volunteering program, expand your horizon, grow as a person as well. So that is important, and also learn how to be proper consumer. Pause. 5 minutes.
Yeah, so longer 5.
Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah. So, I'm going to give 15 minutes because I still have a second left. Shit, 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, 5 minutes, yeah, me. Okay, mental health in because my time is running out, so that's a keep on this part. Yeah, so mental health internships, right? So I think we know they say indoor the must. You must not go to clinic. No awareness, no stigma, those stereotypical backwards thinking that, not very progressive. I think, you have to be, like I said, everything ties back to you having an active father or parent. Because some of these things, you don't have a conversation with your parents, you have experienced your dad, especially if you're boy, and trust me, they have. You've been dribbled by the same girl, and probably now the first time dribbling, that I'm dribbled. So, when I experience, maybe I'll go advice based on that. So yeah. So we have my legal basis of this. It's so please check out. Just get yourself a constitution. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I can help you with that. So my constitution are free, and so if I don't know what is tolerance, but I can help because I do know I'm a constitution tolerable. I do have a few of them. So get yourself. Check out this section. It's section 28, right to health care. So everyone has the right to health care. I know out there the whole foreign thing, immigration, there's also an Immigration Act, which I would love to touch on so that you can understand Immigration Act, how it works and how they get here and etc. So that way you can legally differentiate between legal immigrant and illegal immigrant. Future episode I will touch on that as well. So solutions to all of the section 27, right to healthcare. I think you've seen community testing for HIV and AIDS, STI, STD, amateur support, community support, they're always there. Like, long list into this, they are part of state. So if a community can get together and have a calendar year each year, and then you host specific events and etc. You always have money. You don't underestimate those people, but they have money. Especially because the money is for the community and upliftment and development. So that plays a huge role. Because, okay, this one is a strong one. Because I remember when I was a teenager, high school, So schools providing counseling. I always believed that. I always believe that every school or every grade needs a counselor, because some of the things that we deal with, you need an outlet, especially those of us who understand and process. E.g., I think one of the biggest one people neglect, and it has a long-lasting effect, is a child when he fails a grade. When a child fails a grade, it takes a toll on him, because remember, in the class is also an ecosystem in Ghana. So he knows in this class I'm this person, so the moment they fail, and then they are lost. They have to find another class and find who they are in that class. So that also plays a huge role. So it's like a counselor will help them understand, okay, this is not the first time you know your true friends. Some of them was just classmates, some of them but they will show up regardless, and etc. etc. So that plays a huge. So this was a belief, yeah. I don't know if this, I think the states can, like every kid should have a counselor. So that every time, okay, this child is a priest that are focusing them so that they can unwind and unties in the car. And then I promise you, if they do that, a lot of kids will not go to smoking just to not think about the problem, but they can process the emotional problem and etc. And then they can deal with and accept because they go through their car. They don't talk that much to a problem. So if they're starting to give and then bad influence, they do and then they feel better, then it's okay. This is my role model. So I mean 1 minute. 1 minute? Oh, okay. Alright, let me close this off. I'm hoping good. No? Okay. Okay, 1 minute, let me pause. Should I pause or close down? Oh, to me. I'll pause.
Jayo.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
I'm just ready. Should I go with the song again? Just this thing is okay. What else? Quick. Let me just show this voice up here. As I was saying, I believe this is part 2 of the episode. Hopefully, but I hope part 2. But yeah, so like I said, it plays a huge role. Like for me personally, I would advocate for each and every grade to have a counselor. Trust me. If I had a counselor during my tenure, for lack of a better way, I wouldn't have founded my different outlets in high school. But I mean, I'm one of the positive outcome of that, because and I like my own thing. So most people that they tend to follow the crowd. I mean, I did it. So in terms of because these emotions are too much, you're still trying to learn them and then accept, and there's peer pressure. I mean, the way I deal with peer pressure was very interesting. I'm not going to share that, obviously. But it was extremely, not in a bad way, so I'm very creative sometimes. So, yeah, so I like to be curious. But pointing I'm going on a tangent. So, point that I'm going to go team, that is something that I usually did. So, like I said, I do advocate for counseling. But the problem is for each grade is because it's overwhelming for one counselor per school to handle that type of I think that person, the counselor is going to burn out. So much a grade, you understand the stages of development. Oh, you understand, 8th graders, this is the mentality. 10th grade, you can see the level, steps of maturity. So, okay, I get them, they think like this. And trust me, I promise you, outcomes are going to be much more. Because I always think, see, every issue that they have, oh no, you have to put education at them. Or maybe pass mark illegal is because they're not studying. Maybe they are, maybe you can't too much. Maybe they just need an ear to this. Maybe they need to vet so that they can have a clear mind about the study properly. Have you tried that before? I mean, I'm a private schools. I think they do have that. And then in pass mark is very hard compared to public. Look, man, hopefully in future it gets done and we'll see outcome. Because like I said, last episode I didn't mention what was a build essay today, which you pass mark of new pass of parliament, it has to be 50% pass mark from matric. Why matric only? Why not from 8th grade until matric? Right? So, because like I said, it's a habit. If you're going to like changes you don't find, let's say you have worked this hard, I get 40 something to almost 50 if I strongly work on and if I love a subject. So if 50 is the minimum, imagine the whole Gales, average student, you're doing okay, everything's great, and they tell you, okay, you need 50% to pass matric. Now, people are going to get shit, but I think, like I said in the last episode, I did mention it was a shock system. I think it was supposed to be 40 women. I remember they tried to increase it, 40% women, and then people just failed times 10 wise. So they dropped it. Hey, this is bad. I think it was in June. So you see, it's a process. You should start generation and increase it, and then as these ones are facing, trust me, 50% will be the new norm. I would imagine the high certificate is only as I say, so diploma, pass matric, call out diploma and forward. So yeah. So that one is also important as well. So, encouraging young men to talk. So there's no like it doesn't demasculate you if you're able to express how you feel. You know your friends, right? You know you your true friends. Okay, people who are not gonna use what you say to make fun of you or to make a mockery of you. You know, like it's okay to talk, but I don't advise talking to your girlfriends because. Yeah, don't do that. So, but yeah, just talk to you out here. We all have that friend. We all have that day one. We all have that big brother. We all have that friend that has been through it all now. Regardless, you're doing well in life, you're on a high, you're on a low. But yeah, just talk. You're out, be in that space. Let's talk about it. Look, your friend might not have all the answers. But the fact that he's willing to listen, that says a lot. So yeah. So learn, like living in your head, like you get to the wrong solution. Because I think you can come to a specific solution, a mathematical. Like you can come to a wrong conclusion just because you never really had a different perspective. Hey, when I understand and this is how you deal with it. For instance, so I would imagine, not to GPV by the way, we don't promote that, but I would imagine all of those men who were dating my girlfriends they decided to kill them. They didn't talk about their emotions, so it built it up, it came to their own conclusion. So that then a person takes acts out of emotion, instead of like, hey, my guy, I saw this girl, I love this girl, 1, 2, 3, I really love her, and coercion. I don't know what to do. Instead of instead of let's talk to you out. You're obvious, so minded, and you're very emotional. You're hurt, you're not thinking properly. Then I would imagine it pulls our phone up there just to numb the pain. But other people come is, hey man, I see this girl who's so temper me now. He's your outie, remember. He's your outie, you trust him, you've been through a journey together. And then just you feel better. Trust me, if you were to process it and talk about it, you will feel much better. And then now I would imagine those people who committed them this atrocity in killing women. They have a sense of regret, so they wish it issue. But they can't turn back clock now. It's cut to some people. So, it's not okay. It'll never be okay to put your hands on a woman. If, as a outfit, like she's rude, just walk away. The greatest power you can have, we'll have a situation in just walk away. Put me there. Attack of jealousy, a corner bag, and so forth. So, yeah. Just learn that, and then also a better person, and then hopefully just talk. Like I said, talk. Talk is not a weakness. Because promise you, like I said, when you talk, you always feel better. So I don't know what's the shows like that, end up getting like everyone is like you forever have to be macho, masculine, and so forth. It's okay because you understand your perspective better than anyone else. Out here, he's been in the same situation or he will be. And if somebody, no, okay, you had the same situation, you dealt with the same similar thing but at different times. So you understand, you're not alone. So that plays a huge role. Yeah, also. And removing stigma. Stigma I had to remove because I know to still have this culture. It's okay. This outing master. I'm the boss around this group. I want to be on point, but that's not really true. And that's a stigma. Everyone goes through their battles. Maybe not at the same time. Even now, that this person like, oh, this guy is cool. And like any guy that wouldn't want to celebrate is doing well in life. Like making us like they have the problems, but the fact is they are able to deal with them. So stigma of not talking or not dealing with these thinking as in it's problematic. So I hope it gets fixed. Yeah. So yeah, and I know hopefully still another next time. Okay, moving forward, moving on. Future episodes. I don't know, not all of them, but I will be having my guest Dilana. So if you made it this far, just know I appreciate that you've watched this episode and hopefully you learned something. And if you're not sure of anything, feel free to comment. And then, yeah, I will be having my guest who will bring different perspective and hopefully informative and educational content will be shared on this channel. So appreciate it and enjoy the holidays, be safe out there, and for me tell me some cool and etc. Say right. Yo, how was